All right, hello everyone. Welcome to our meeting. I think this is going to be our sixth meeting that we're going to be holding. So far, so good. Yeah. So before we get started, please do know to drop where you are joining us from. If you are joining from Enoch Hub, and the particular tech class you're taking. So if it's data analysis, Enoch Hub, do well to drop that in the chat. So let me see the attendance that we have today. All right. Quickly, let's do that together. I hope you guys can hear me.
Yeah,
All right,
sure.
sure. Nice. Emmanuel, what platform are you joining us from? Is it from Enoch Sub or from Philomas Family? So do well to drop that also. Amid, you welcome. Drop where you are joining us from and also the tech family. All right. So we have Alfred data analysis from Philomas family. Nice, nice. We have Emmanuel web development from Philomas family. All right, sounds good. It's only Emmanuel and Alfred we have here. Okay, we have Amid data analysis from Enoch Sub. All right, we just have few students right join us for today's meeting, which is okay. So quickly, let me go ahead to share my screen so that I can just give you guys what we learned this week. Right, I will go ahead to ask, open the floor for questions. All right, so let me know if you guys can see my screen. All right, we have let me see. Okay, we have Michael from Philomath family also. Michael, what tech class are you taking? Is it data analysis, data science, or web development? All right. Okay, so for this week, for web development, you guys didn't really have much update. I know you were told to just practice. Okay, Michael from data analysis. All right, sounds good. So I know you guys were just told to practice about JavaScript basics very well, and yeah, so to be honest, most of our facilitators have been very busy with work. Even me yet, so I've been also very busy with work. I'm just trying to catch up with you guys, all right? And the funny part is the time that we're giving you guys, some people are not still attending classes and they don't drop excuse that they're not going to attend class, all right? So please and please do make sure to also attend classes. So it also gives your facilitator a kind of ginger that okay, you guys are turning up, then obviously your facilitator also won't want to turn up, all right? But if you guys don't really turn up for classes, you don't ask questions, there's no how your facilitator is going to know that you guys are actually fucking up, all right? So for web development, your facilitator has been very busy. He has a lot of gigs going on. Same here, I also have like gigs I'm trying to shuffle up and catch up with the classes. But trust me, no matter what is happening, updates is always going to be dropped for um for the class. All right, web development classes have started already. All right, web development classes have started. If you want to watch the video, just go to YouTube. Let me just show you guys here. Go to YouTube, go to Enoch Hub, right, and go to the playlist. So once you go to the playlist, you're going to see web development, all right? Is here, right? So open the playlist, try to watch the video from the beginning. You can see we have the introduction to web development, then it taught HTML, CSS, um, Flexbox, and those cool stuff, right? So now we are currently in JavaScript, all right? So if you have not watched this video, and if you are currently in JavaScript, please do well to keep practicing more on JavaScript before your lecturer drop any update, all right? So I think that will be that for web development. We're going to open the floor for question if you guys have any question, all right? So Emmanuel, development classes have started already, all right? um for those that are watching the recording, I'm going to drop the link of the playlist of the web development class in the description box below, so you can do what to check it out, all right? So for data analysis and data science, I know you guys worked on some cool stuff this week, so let me open your spreadsheet here. So if you don't have this, you are in data analysis or data science, just check your group. The link is somewhere around in the description, or it's actually pinned on your community group, all right? So I know currently this week we were able to cover. So let me just move my screen right here so you guys can see it very well. So, Monday, which was 9th of June, we talked about um, looping with for and while loops. All right, we talked about looping, right? Um, Especially when it comes to for loop and while loop, right? We talked about that very well. And on Tuesday, you guys were told to rehearse. You were given link to do personal exercise. So if you don't have this link, please do well to always follow up. Every link and description that's going to be happening in your class is be dropped here. All right. So please do make sure to always follow up on these particular Excel sheets. All right. And Tuesday you were told to do personal exercises, which was to practice more on loops, which is while loop and for loops. All right. So also Python, on Wednesday you treated Python also, and we're giving exercise. All right. I remember I dropped a video on the channel which is around let me just bring this here. So the link for the video was around here. So this was the link right here. Sorry, let me go to videos. We should have that here. All right. So more on for loops. Sorry, on Wednesday we're giving assessment rather to actually test your knowledge about Python statements, if statement, else statements, working with for loops, and you were given like 3 major exercise to work on. And I hope you guys have been able to practice it, or you've been able to solve it to some extent actually, because it's going to be very, very useful, especially it's going to really help you to understand the fundamentals of Python statement very well. So you're going to be like very, very conversant with for loop, while loop, and also if statement and else statement also. All right. So I think that's pretty much it for Wednesday class. And on Thursday, you guys treated SQL, which was writing your first query in SQL. You were introduced to select statements. You were taught data manipulation, right? You were taught the basic, how to insert, how to update, and how to delete a table, right? And you are also talked about advanced featuring features also in SQL. So I hope you guys attended that class. So that's pretty much it for the updates for the data analysis class. I hope you guys are really catching up. If you are still behind in a way, please do all your possible best to catch up. And I feel that this week you should actually have more time in catching up with the classes, because they were like more time for you guys to actually do some personal stuff. So I hope you guys were able to catch up. If you have not, or you are still trying to solve the solutions or the assessment that was given to you, please do your very best to solve it before Monday's class. I know Mondays you are going to be doing the revision or the solution to the Python assessment that you were given, and after that you are going to step up your Python knowledge, right? You're going to move into function, method, doing those advanced like intermediate cool stuff to Python, all right, which is really, really going to help you. So please do well to catch up on your class. All right. So to be honest, that's pretty much it for the updates for data analysis, data science, and also web development class. I hope you guys were able to follow. I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now, because that's pretty much the update I have for you guys. And I told you earlier on that for our meeting right now, we're not going to be wasting much of our time, only if you guys have questions. All right. So what to expect in the upcoming week class, I told you already. We're going to work more on SQL. We're also going to work more on some intermediate Python topics, and we're going to do the solutions to the assessment together. For web development, expect more on JavaScript, and expect more resources, course resources, and videos on JavaScript. So make sure you are prepared for that. So to be honest, that's pretty much it for the updates. Does anyone have any question in the chat? If you have questions, just raise your hand, or if you have contribution, or if you want to share what you've learned during the week. So if you are just joining the meeting for the first time, you already know what we do. Every meeting we tend to ask people to share with us what they learned during the week, and that way they can tend to, even if it was not what we taught in that class, as far as you learned something during the week, you can always do well to share it out. So then that way, if you make any mistake, we're going to correct you, and you are also going to know that you are actually improving. All right. So don't worry, you don't need to panic. It's something that is really going to help you to actually understand very well in case you're missing anything, or if you need any correction on somewhere that you're missing. Well, I'm always here to always help you out. All right. So first I'm going to call Alfred Ibanga. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So Alfred Ibanga, you have the floor. Go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Hi, Alfred.
Okay. Let me go on because of the time.
Mhm.
Okay, it's on the assessment I was given. I've been trying to do that, but I don't know if this problem is coming from my system or what. I don't really understand. That's on my Jupyter. Once I open it, unlike before,
Mhm.
if I open it and then try giving the initiating code, it will be like hanging. I won't even be able to do any other thing. It will pause for some time. Sometimes to not even bring out the result for the code. Sometimes to not even allow me to do any other thing. We have to wait, and that's really kind of a no. It, it doesn't allow me to keep on doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So I don't know if there is any solution or if there's anything I can do.
Okay, Alfred. Cool stuff. So if your Jupyter notebook is hanging, it's either because your kernel probably stopped, right? So what you can do is, you can restart the kernel, right? If that does not work, what you can do also. So for those that have any question, please do well to raise your hand. I'm going to call you up next, so we don't waste much of our time. So raise your hand. So I'm going to call you next. All right. So if you restart your Python kernel, right, it should work fine. But if that does not work fine, what you can do is just close all your Chrome tab, because it's possible that you might be running Python notebook somewhere else on your system and you might not know. Right, so what you can do is close all your Chrome tab, close the Anaconda and the Jupyter notebook itself, the command line, close everything. You can try to restart your system. All right, so
I've
restart your
I've
system in
actually
a way that is going to fully restart your. I shared a video to the group one time that you might not be restarting your system the proper way, right? Because sometimes once you restart your system does not fully shut down, right? So you can watch that video to see how you can actually shut down your system properly, if you're using a Windows especially, right? So you can watch that video on how to shut down your system properly and try to restart Jupyter Notebook again, right? Open the Anaconda and restart it again. Then from there you should be good to go, right? But if you are still experiencing that issue after that, what you can do is you can just drop a screenshot once you run your Python code, and also screenshot your terminal, because once you run a Python code, everything is running at the background on your terminal. So screenshot your terminal and screenshot your Anaconda notebook and send it to the group. I'm going to check it out and see what is happening. All right. Alfred, does
all
that
right.
answer your
Thank you, sir.
question?
Yeah, I will try that. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Emmanuel, you raised up your hand before. Do you want to say anything? Okay. Amit, do you want to give us an update for the week?
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Okay, I can hear you now. Go ahead.
I wanted to confirm that the class is not going on, the web development class.
Yeah, so I mentioned it earlier on that the class is going on actually. Are you currently in JavaScript? Have you learned HTML, CSS, and the
Yes,
Flexbox and all of that?
I'm in JavaScript. Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. So I mentioned that the update is going to be dropped in your group. Please, you guys should actually make sure to participate and stay active on your groups. Ask questions. Also attend classes when you guys have classes. The reason why I'm saying this is because if you guys do not turn up for classes, right? So imagine your facilitator is coming for class and is seeing just 3 people or 4 people in the class, right? He's going to obviously take the class, but it's not going to be like a major motivation for him to continue, because he has a lot of work going on. He has a lot of gigs going on, and he's trying to dedicate free time for you guys. I mean, you guys are taking it for free, but you guys should also make sure to always turn up, right? So it actually motivates the facilitator that, okay, you should keep on doing well. But aside from that, your facilitator has been very, very busy with work. He got new gig. I also got new gig. Most of the facilitators are actually very, very busy right now. So they are not really at time to take the class, especially web development. If you notice, also you are supposed to hold an Excel project. You're supposed to have a Excel project overview or capstone project, I guess. Exactly, yeah, an Excel capstone project, but it has not held, right? That's because holding live classes for some facilitators are very, very stressful, and they have been really, really busy with work and all of that. So and I also told you guys about the updates, but this week, trust me, you're gonna get more updates about web development, especially giving you guys resources and updating you guys on what to learn also. All right. So Alfred, if you want to get the video, what you can do is go to let me just show you guys here. So go to my channel, right? Go to Tech with Dave World, and once you go to Tech with Dave World, go to the videos and scroll down till you see this video right here. Let me see. Yeah, this second video, right? This one, how to make your PC perform faster, right? So that video is going to teach you how to restart your system properly. All right. You can also consider subscribing. I mean that really helped me. All right. So that's that about. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen. I forgot. But you get me. Just go to your Tech with Dave World. Scroll down to the bottom video, and you will see a video that says make your system perform faster. I'll do well to share the link in the description box below and also to the community. So just wait to the end of the meeting before you see that. All right. So I was saying earlier on, updates will be dropped. Facilitators are very, very busy right now. That's why you might be having pre-recorded content. But trust me, there's gonna be updates for you guys. All right. So who else want to share update before I start calling names? Because most of you guys are going to talk today. I noticed you guys just come, stay silent, and I want to make this very, very interactive as possible. All right. So since no one is listening, I'm going to call 3 more people to give their updates. So I'm going to start with Adedokun. Adedokun, are you there? Kindly unmute your mic. Please let's act fast on this so we don't waste much of our time. Adedokun, are you there? Do you guys just join the meeting and just leave without listening, or just put your phone somewhere? Or if you can't really talk right now, just drop it in the chat. Oh, you're on transit. All right, sounds good. All right. So the next person I'm going to be calling is Precious. Precious, you're welcome. You came late, and I'm going to be calling your name next. So Precious, are you there? Can you hear me? Kindly unmute your mic.
Good evening, sir.
All right. Good evening, Precious. Kindly share with us your updates for the week.
Okay. Although this week I've not been that stable. Reason being that my work it's kind of hectic. So, but for the week, from the assignment you gave to us, I think I was able to achieve some things like right from the classes for this week, the ones you taught us. I didn't really get any anything, seriously speaking, because I was not that stable. But I used the privilege of participating in the assessment to see what I can do. I also went ahead to make some research in respect to those strings, variables, and others. So I was able to know how to correct some errors, especially when I put in some code and then I'll end up seeing some error info, like there are some errors, especially when I put in some code, it will pop up some errors. So I was able to identify when to correct those errors, like what is missing and what is not missing. So I think that's what I was able to achieve for this week. But for next week, I'll sit up and
All right. So
do a lot about it.
all right. So Precious, I heard from you. That's very well. That's very good. So the major issue already. You need to understand the concept very well. All right. So
Yeah.
make sure to practice more on those basics. It really really help. And from there you can go on with the if statement and for loop, so that you're gonna get better in it. All right. So
Yes, sir.
let me go with who is here again? Mary Jane, are you there? Mary Jane, can you hear me? All right. So if Meridian is not there, let's move on to Oluwafemi. Oluwafemi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Oluwafemi, how are you doing today?
I'm good.
All right. So kindly give us your update for the week.
Nothing much. I tried to install this software for SQL, which is PostgreSQL, because I wasn't able to install it before. So I was able to install it yesterday, and then I currently I was not able to join the class yesterday, and so I'm currently reviewing the videos, like rewatching the videos, the screen recording from YouTube,
Mhm.
and I was able to like learn how to like create tables, like using data query to create and select statement also.
Mhm.
I think I'm still good with that for now. So that's all for me.
All right. Sounds good. How about the Python assessment? Have you been able to work on that?
About that, I'm currently not taking class on Python because I didn't start with them. So I feel like I should not just jump in the middle. So I'm just taking class with SQL and Power BI.
Okay. So what you can do actually is, but do you know about Python before?
A little, just
So
little.
what you can do is you can actually just dedicate free time for yourself, right? And try to
Alright.
catch up. What you can do is just check the playlist on Enoch Hub. And so the way I'm telling you to check the playlist, not the live or the video section, is because the playlist has the section well arranged, right? So you can watch the video from the first one till where we are in the current lesson, and that way if you are very fast you're going to catch up, install Anaconda and all of that. So if you can actually dedicate free time for that, that will really make sense. All right.
Alright,
All
thank
right.
you.
So I think we had Michael, we have Precious already, Banga has spoken, Adetokun said she's on transit. So we have Chesuloba and um Amit. All right. So Chesuloba, are you there? Kindly go ahead.
Okay, I'm yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, so I'm not been really stable due to academic work, and I'm going to take the assessment. I just got my laptop. Yeah, so I'm trying to review all classes, get the necessary software on my laptop, then proceed with the remaining classes and catch up.
Okay. All right. So if you just got your system, that means you still have like a lot of things to do. Try to catch up. I hope you can meet up and also catch up before this month end. That will really make sense. So yeah, Amit, are you there? Kindly unmute yourself and give us the updates for the week.
Yeah, I'm here. Good evening.
I Amit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This week was Python. We continued Python and SQL,
Sure.
but let's put Python one side first. That one is a very special case. So SQL was, introduction to SQL,
Mm-hmm.
creating tables, some basic operators in SQL, and yeah, using keywords, identifiers, and other stuff like that. So SQL was well understood actually. So well understood. I used the data sets. I think yeah, the employee data sets to run some examples. So it's well understood.
So the
So
data set was
moving on
dropped on the
to
group, right? The one dropped on the group, right?
the
Yeah.
data set. Yeah.
So I noticed that data set was not actually on the YouTube description video, which is supposed to be. So sorry about that, guys. I messaged your facilitator already, so she's going to drop all the data sets under the video description. So yeah, continue, Amit.
Yeah, moving on to Python. Okay, so this week we dealt with for loops, while loops, and um, break and break and continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so break and continue, it can be used for both while loops and for loops. I understand that one. I understand for loops. I understand the concept of for loops. I understand a little about while loop, but the problem is how to um use it. Yeah, how to utilize it in a particular code is where I'm getting an issue. Normally, if I'm to do it normally,
Mm-hmm.
using the example that you explained on the YouTube live in class, I'll get the exact thing. But when I go to the assessments, it now started to look like something new to me somehow. The first assessment, I sent it to you already, but I don't know if you saw
Send it
it
to me on
because
where?
I can't push any code on WhatsApp. I can't push. You know, I told you I cannot push
So
code
so
presently.
to be honest, guys, my WhatsApp messages are always filled up, right? That was why I advise you guys to make use of the community, right? It's either you use the community or you use my community, Tech with Evo community. If you join that community, there are senior devs there, right? So if you're having any issue with any Python challenge or any Python code, so after your course itself, right? Because you're going to be looking for jobs and looking for internships, right? So my community is a place where updates are going to be dropped, right? If you are a junior developer, you have a space for you that can communicate very well. It's an open space, it's free, it's not paid, right? So if you join that community, actually your questions are going to be answered faster that way. All right. So I don't know if you've joined the community I made, but I'm going to drop the link again. I'll try to look for the link again and drop the link so you guys can join.
Mm,
But with that being said, I mean
I'm part of the
continue.
community already.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, move on. Continue. You were saying something.
Hey, yeah, I said I already answered the first assessment question. When I got to the second one, I didn't know how to use the while loop to start creating those elements like to withdraw, exit, and other things. I was trying different things. Just when I was on it for like an hour plus, and I was still trying to get it. At one point, it's not really click. Even the first question was if I got it. If I got it, I think I spent over an hour. I did, and it was surprising because at the end when I later it was more like I didn't break it down from the beginning. I was just trying to like just do it. But something that I would have spent like 20 minutes on because I realized that I just started reading the questions and be out the assessments one by one. I was following those steps until I actually got it.
Sounds
So
good.
when I got to the second one, I was trying to do the exact thing, but at one point I'm not confused. I'm not going to use while loop or for loop because I don't know. But I think while loop is best for the second one, but I didn't just know how to put it in and get the code and get my results.
Hmm. Okay, how about the third one?
Yeah, I have to finish that second for the third one because
Oh,
yeah.
okay. You're still in the second one. All right. So, actually, you can feel free to try the third one before the first one or second one. Is there most is like in sequence, right? You can do it anyhow you want it. It depends, right? But I mean, it's really really nice to hear how you are actually struggling to solve the problem. You were able to solve the first one. It's very very good. At least if it was a 100% mark, it's going to be like a 40 30 something, 33.3 I guess,
Yeah.
of 100, which is a low mark, but at least it's something. It's worth trying. So what you can do is, that was why I gave you guys Tuesday. So what I did on Tuesday was actually on purpose, right? That was why I told you guys to go and practice more on statements, right? Practice different examples on for loop and while loop, because I knew that I was going to give you an assess. Trust me, I could have given you guys the assessment on Tuesday, but I didn't want to rush you guys. That was why I gave you guys resources to go and learn more about for loop and while loop. I hope you guys did that. If you did, actually, it would have helped you to some extent um, to solve the assessment I was giving to you guys on Wednesday. So on Wednesday, that was why I dropped the assessment, and that was why I told you guys not to use any AI tool, right? Because trust me, the major issue is not to get the answer. The major issue is to test your problem solving skills, which is very very important, especially when you're trying to build a project or where you're trying to work for a company. They are going to ask for your problem solving skills. It depends, right? If you can use Python to solve problem very well, trust me, you are going to be good to go, right? So your problem solving skills is very 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 essential. All right. So with that being said, Amit, yeah, thank you for that update. On Monday we're going to be doing the solutions together. So if you can do well to also try to solve it before Monday, that would be really really nice. All right. So let me see. We have 2 more people left. I don't know if they can hear. Abim, Abimpe, are you there? Adebimpe rather. Adebimpe. Sorry if I pronounced that wrong.
Yes, good evening.
Hi Adebimpe.
Good
Good
evening,
evening.
boss.
How are you doing?
Yes. Fine, how's day on?
I mean, quite stressful, quite taxi, but we are running through it. All right. So, Adebimpe, kindly give us your update for the week.
Yes. Uh, the thing I have to say is concerning the assignment you gave to us,
Assessments,
like
right?
that you gave to us on Python. I mean,
Okay.
that was quite challenging to us compared to what we are learning. So the way we learned it in the class, quite easy, following you step by step. But with the
Mm.
assessment, is more than what we are expecting. But
Did you try
I
to
attempted it.
do the to practice more on Tuesday?
Yes, I did. I did.
Okay.
So I attempted the assessment, I tried my best, and I left the rest. So I sent you the link to my assessment. You could check it. You tell me if I tried or not. I sent it to you on WhatsApp.
Okay. I'm not sure I've checked that out. Messages were too much for me, right? And I was very busy, right?
Okay.
So, but I didn't you dropped it on the community. I mean, somebody would have reviewed it for you on my community, especially. I know I have an assistant that helps in reviewing this type of codes, right? So, the link is actually on this chat. You can join the community and drop any
All right.
question and stuff like that if you have. Especially join the Python for beginners group, right? That really help. All right. So that's nice, but you tried your best and leave the rest. That got me. but but I mean, at least you were able to approach it and I mean solve some questions. So that's good. On Monday we're going to be doing solutions together. So do well to join the class and I mean be good to go. All right. So
Okay, no
lastly,
problem.
before we end the meeting, Mary Jane, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good
Okay.
evening.
Was wondering what went wrong because I called you earlier on and
Yeah, I'm having network issue.
all right, fair enough. So can you give us your update for the week?
Actually, I've not been following up. I'm behind the schedule, to be honest.
Mm.
Like, I've not gotten to this level of assessment. Though I'm following up, though I'm behind. I'm lagging behind, kind of, but I'm trying to meet up.
Where are you currently in right now? Like, where have you gotten to right now?
Um, that Excel part, I'm still in that Excel part. That one, it was that of last month. Though I have installed my SQL, something like that. I've installed it. I followed the video instruction on how to install it. So I've done that. So I'm just waiting for me to get to the level of practicing it. I've not gotten there.
Mm. So, where are you currently in right now in the class?
The the Excel part, that formulas and yes, formulas and
Formulas and what?
formulas for Excel.
Oh, for Excel.
Yes.
But how about for Python? Where are you currently in?
Python,
Mhm.
honestly, that Python part is actually very difficult for me. Like that command line part, importing my file, all of that stuff. I'm finding it very, very difficult.
Yeah. So,
So,
so sorry to cut you short, but that was why I actually advised you guys that if you are learning Python, right, go to the video to the YouTube video and check Python playlists, right? So if you notice the
mm,
Python playlist, I did not include command line there, right? Command line is an optional course. It's just for you to understand how to push your code and how to basically navigate and do some cool stuffs in your command line. So command line, if you don't really understand it, you can leave that later and come back to it later, right? You can leave that for now rather and come back to it later. We're going to talk more about command line before we start NumPy and pandas, all right? So if you're having
okay.
difficulties in NumPy, leave that for now and just try to understand. Focus on Python, right? Don't really stress yourself trying to understand command line if you do not understand command line.
Okay.
All right. So I know you said you are still on Excel. So what you
Yes.
can do is just try your possible best. So now that you are behind schedule, know that you are going to be giving you're going to be giving it like double time than the normal one you used to give it before, so you can catch
Yes.
up. All right.
Yes, that's what
So
I'm doing.
once you can do that, trust me, you'll be good to go. And I think that's all for now. We don't have any. Everybody has spoken already. Or am I missing out on anyone? Okay, so sounds good. So if that's everyone for now, I hope you guys enjoyed this meeting, and I hope it was very very short one. We used like around 30 minutes thereabouts, and trust me, we'll try our possible best. Especially me, I'll try my possible best to always catch up to you guys every Saturday, even though I have busy schedule. So even if I'm meeting for 20 minutes, 15 minutes at least, it's just to hear from you guys and make sure that you guys are actually doing well. So with that being said, that'll be the end of this meeting, and I'll see you guys in our upcoming classes. Bye bye.